Good evening. Time now for sports. We start with some athletics this evening. New boy Jon Rankin scores a comfortable win in California yesterday. Rankin, who plans to compete for Cayman next season, wins the coastwise 1 mile in San Diego. Rankin beats a decent field in 4 minutes and 9 seconds in his final race this season. This is his second solid race in 2 weeks after a lengthy injury layoff. Rankin finished just outside the top 10 in the prestigious 5th Avenue Mile in New York late last month before yesterday's victory in San Diego. Speaking exclusively to us from his home today in the United States, Rankin was pleased with his most recent triumph and looks ahead to a promising 2010 season.
It was a fantastic event. It felt really strong, and that's actually going to be the last race of the season for me, and I'm going to go into my fall training now, and I'm going to be running a whole lot of mileage and building up for a great indoor season next year in 2010. But yeah, these first two races, the last race in New York where I ran 3 minutes and 59 seconds for the mile, and this past weekend running 4:09 for the mile down here in San Diego. It's really encouraging. I'm definitely in really good shape, moving in the right direction, and I'm looking forward to next year.
In case you missed our story last week on Rankin, he's an American-born distance runner whose parents are Caymanian. He is one of the top distance runners in United States history over the 1,500 meters and 1 mile. Rankin has decided and qualifies to compete for Cayman from next season and hopes to bring glory at the 2012 London Olympics. Back home, second round matches in the CIFA Premier League were contested yesterday. Newcomers Bordentown finding the early going in the top flight a bit challenging, losing their second straight game. 2 goals from Nikolai Hill, giving Scholars International in the blue a 4-0 victory at the Annex. Scholars roughing up the new boys for their second win of the season so far. In other matches, defending champions Elite rebound from a first-round loss, beating Roma 3-1, 2 goals from key midfielder Rene Carter, pushing Elite to victory. At the Edinburgh Sports Centre, Sunset edges Future 1-0, and Tigers drew with Georgetown 2-2. Over in Jamaica, national striker Calvin Jefford helps Boys Town to their first win of the Premier League season there. Boys Town toppled defending champions Tivoli 2-0 on a wet evening. Jefford didn't get to the back of the nets with a goal, but he was instrumental in the victory for Boys Town against a tough Tivoli outfit. And finally, in cricket this evening, Australia retains the ICC Champions Trophy title today in South Africa. The reigning world champions complete a lopsided victory over New Zealand at Centurion. Captain Ricky Ponting holding the winner's trophy once again after his team completes the back-to-back victory. The 6-wicket win was set up by all-rounder Shane Watson with his 105 not out. 2 big sixes closing out the match as Watson posted his second straight century. Earlier, off-spinner Nathan Horrocks captured 3 wickets in the Black Caps innings, limiting them to 200 for 9 of their 50 overs. 4 New Zealand batsmen got starts, but the sharp Australian fielding caused 2 run-outs, and 2 wickets for pacer Brett Lee kept them in check. Chasing 201, Watson smashed 10 fours and 4 sixes at the top of the order, carrying his team to victory. He and Cameron White, who made 62, put on 128 for the 3rd wicket. The Aussies remaining #1 in world cricket. 2 years ago in India, the Australians beat the West Indies in the Champions Trophy final. And before we go, stay connected with me to find out what's happening with sports locally and internationally on our new sports site, sports27.com. Discuss the issues in sports, leave comments, vote on our polls, sports27.com. That's the new site. Right now, that's it for sports. Weather is next.